it's me, AngelineSims, and I'm here with another build. So today we were supposed to be doing a challenge. So this build is coming in a little slower. It was supposed to be a challenge. It was supposed to be 15 minutes. So this entire build was supposed to take 15 minutes. I was supposed to just go 15 minutes and boom, be done. Let me tell you, 15 minutes, I just got inside the house for building. So I just ended up making it a speed build. It's a shorter speed build, and as you can see, it's moving at like a slower pace. Well, it's not short; it's actually the same length as usually, but the speed that it's going is a shorter pace. So as you can see, I'm here putting it together, just getting everything like lined up. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this speed build. I'm going to do this 15-minute build. I'm going to get the whole house done. And let me tell you, 15 minutes was not it. I was like, I'm going to get the house done. They're going to be eco-friendly. Look at them. I got them the eco roof, get the doors, everything. I was like, it's going to be modern, so I don't have to worry about too many ups and turns and curves and this and that. And it's going to be nice. And let me tell you, wrong. I was wrong. As you can see here, I put together the outside of the home. I originally wanted it to be like super modern, but what turned out is it turned out to be mid-century type home, which is okay. I don't know, in this place, what is this place called? I forgot, but it's the deserty place. It looks like the desert, but it's not Strangerville. This place here, I think it's called Oasis Springs. So in Oasis Springs, I like to build these types of houses, but for some reason, I just sometimes overdo it and then end up building a different type of house. So as you can see here, I'm going with that red look. Eventually the house starts to look a little quirky, but I was like, it's okay, because I just wanted something, that's cool and fun, and I was just doing a 15-minute build, This is supposed to take me 15 minutes. It shouldn't be a whole long ordeal. So as you can see here, I'm putting together the house. Trying to, do some cool windows. I actually love these windows a lot. I like the size of them. I like the way the ends meet. This is from Eco Living. Again, these builds are all up on the gallery. I made sure I updated my gallery the other day with all the builds that I've done of recent. Some that don't have videos, some do have videos, some of the videos didn't come out yet. So if you're going to get back gallery and you see a build, you're like, I like this. You can also see how I build it, but sometimes it may take a little bit before it comes out. Anyway, so we're here putting together the floor plan of the house. I just decided to keep it simple. I wanted one side to be bedrooms, pretty like standard, nothing complex, nowhere for people to get lost. One side to be bedrooms, the kitchen, dining room, living room, kind of open floor plan, kitchen, dining, living room area. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple. I started using the black furniture because I was like, if I use black furniture, then I won't have to worry about like coordinating and matching, and that would take up time. So I think over here is where I was at, I'll say the more than halfway mark. And I was like, maybe I could still make it, but I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get this done so quickly. So anyways, so as you can see, I'm putting together the house. I have everything in black. I got things, so I don't have to pick colors. I know that's something that takes me long sometimes. Sometimes I'm just scrolling through and scrolling through and scrolling through because I haven't been building, well, I build a lot, but not to the point where I remember all the things, and then there's new things. So I was like, if I just do everything in black, when I do the walls and everything, that's where I'll have color from the house. So it's not going to be like a monochromatic house, but the black furniture, it makes me not have to sit here and start making decisions, because that's exactly what I would have been doing here. I'd be like, oh, and is there red? And is there green? And is there yellow? And is there orange? I like these houses to be orange and yellow and like colors of the desert. I'm going to have a house that I play in this neighborhood. That house, on the other hand, first of all, that house was one of those houses where I was like, kind of like a non-cheat game. So when I was playing that house, I had this lady in there, and then finally she started getting old, so I had her adopt a kid. And that was the first time I actually used aspirations. So I was using aspirations in that home. And so every time she got an aspiration, she got all the aspirations. And then she got money trees, and then she has a ton of money trees. So that house there, the lady has like a ton of money trees, and she's like an astronaut or something like that. And the house is, as I went along, I added things to it. That house is actually in this neighborhood too. I haven't made a video because that's live games. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing live gameplay. I don't usually do live gameplay. I might record it and then play the recording, but I usually do live gameplay because it drains on the CPU usage. So I don't know, for some reason when I'm playing, it makes the game slower. So that's why I don't use live gameplay. I mean, you guys know, if you guys are with me for a while, you know that sometimes I'm doing these games and it's freezing while it's streaming live and everything. And I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to need a new computer. But hopefully I'm looking to add another location to where I live. So when I go to my new location, I want a new computer there. So when I'm there, I'll use that computer. And then when I'm here, I use this computer. And then, of course, I have my laptops that I use occasionally. I like very rarely ever build on my laptop. I mean, you guys gotta tell me how you build on the laptop. Right now when I build, which I'm kind of noticing in the videos, it makes everything really teeny and really small. Because when I'm building, so like now, everything's a little further out. But I'm building on this huge screen. I have like 3 screens in front of me. I'm building on this huge screen, so everything is giant and in my face. So things are like bigger. But now when I'm watching it, to do voiceover, the screen, everything looks a little smaller because it's like a preview window I'm watching it through, which is a smaller window. So I'm like, oh, I have to remember that everybody's probably not watching it so up close and huge. They're not watching on TV, because that's the next thing after I finish doing it here. And sometimes I watch the video on TV to see how it looks. So I need to work on that. Anyhow, this is like early morning here. All right, it's not that early, but it's like earlier than usual. So I wanted to see if I could get quiet. I was like, you know what? I want to do more videos for you guys and put up more videos more often. And the way I could do that is with some quiet, because you guys know how it was at the beginning with the Leanies. She's just chat. Take a sip of water. Chat. And then she comes in and she's like, hi. And then when I'm talking, when I'm quiet, she's quiet. And when I say something, she makes a sound. So she likes to play. So that's why I'm doing them early in the morning now. So I build whenever it's quiet, where there's noise or whatever, but then I do this early in the morning. So of course I'm using my favorite floor, that I just like the way the wood is, and it's smooth and there's not like lines, or it's not cracky, or it doesn't look worn, and it's not super shiny like gym floors. It's just smooth and nice and matte. So I'm using that. I always like this marble checkerboard tile. However, I don't like using it. I mean, like in people's houses, I'm like, oh, it's like overwhelming if it's too much of it. And I like to see it, and I always want to use a marble, but then I never come up with like ideas of where to use it. So I thought this is perfect. I also use this rug. I feel like some of the things I'm like, wow, I use it all the time. But then other things, but you guys haven't seen me use it. I was working this rug. I put in the Hamptons style home I'm working on, but it's taking me forever. And like in the meantime, building that home, I ended up building a whole bunch of other homes. Like I took a break. So like my big giant builds, I take breaks from sometimes, because I'm like, it's so tedious and so many little details. But my normal size homes, I like building them a little more because there's not that many details, and you kind of run out of space, and you're like, well, this is just it. We just have to finish here, and that's it. So I'm looking at the wall for the kitchen. So yeah, so this is where it takes me a while, is like decorating. I have no clue how what I want. So this house is kind of modern, and I don't like crown molding in modern spaces, and I don't like crown molding too much in tight spaces. So the cream look kind of warmed the house a little bit, give it some warm elements, and a window. I wanted the a warmer look. Oh, so I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, that's how we added some plants for that warmth. Um, yeah, so I went for the cream color walls to, yeah, warm the house a little bit. And with these smaller type modern, not modern, but smaller type homes, I like to put, you know, like, I feel like it's not just endless, adding on things. And then you're like, what else should I add? And what shouldn't I add? And there's 20 bathrooms. So I noticed that people, when they do a lot of bathrooms, they have all the bathrooms the same. But I like to live in a house where every bathroom's different. I want to surprise. I want to experience in every room. But this room, I tried to keep everything pretty standard, and I gave them like an all-purpose room, kind of like an office hangout space. You know, you sit down, you do your makeup, you can play your keyboard, some instruments. Person's like a musician, but then they have their computer space right here. It's not like an intense computer space. It's a little computer, a chair, and just regular. So it's not like sometimes I have it looking like my computer space where it's just screens on the desk, screens on the wall, screens on the side, screens on the floor, screens on the on the table next to the desk. I have a lot of screens here. I don't know how this happened. And then when I watch people on TV, I'm like, wow, how did they do that? How did they get so many screens? Now I know. You just get one, and then one starts with two. No, I started with two because I had one for another computer. And then I got rid of that computer. I had one for my laptop. And a new laptop, and I got a new desktop first. And then I said, let me get another screen. And the screen that I had for my laptop broke. That's what happened. It started I don't know, glitching or something. So then I ended up with getting another one. Then I have one for my work computer. Then my work computer is sometimes just open. Then my personal laptop is sometimes open if I'm doing this. Because I hate being in the middle of a build and then I have to stop or do something to use my personal computer. So I leave it here and it's open. Anyhow, enough about the screens, more about the house. So I tried to make the house warm and cozy. Again, as I said, I was trying to do 15 minutes. So far, this house took a lot longer than 15 minutes. As you can see, I'm just adding in a few touches. I did the bedrooms. I tried to make them simple. See, everything in the house is supposed to be simple. The house is supposed to be on 1, 2, 3. And so this is where we're at with a simple house that's not built in 15 minutes. I was like saying to myself, I should have done a complex house and then taking longer time. Anyhow, so this is what the house looks like. We have a fish tank at the entry. I think it just looks nice and simple for like a cool house. Like anyone could live here and be comfortable. And it's just a good idea. That's how I feel. Like it's just a house that like if I showed up there and somebody was like, this is my house, I'd be like, oh, you have a nice house. And like the house. That's the type of house this is. It's nothing special. It's just an everyday house, like in a neighborhood. It would be strange if I saw this in my neighborhood, but it's still a cool house for a neighborhood. It's just a regular house for a neighborhood. I think it doesn't have a driveway. That's why I said it's not like one of those spectacular houses. I think I made it. Yeah, I have like a super modern house by the lake. And the driveway is really cool. And I was like, yeah, you have to have a driveway by the lake. But when you're in like a city like this, it's not really city, but it's kind of, they try to keep it. What is that? Oh, my phone. So I'm a non-Apple user, and the company I use has a person to talk to too. And I don't like this person. I ain't never used them. And the person has the nerve to, when I say things sounding close to their name, they want to make the noise like, who, me? No, not you. Let me move my phone. Anyway, so this is the end of the house. I just did a simple, I was trying to refrain from adding a pool, but since I went over my time by a whole half an hour, I was like, I might as well just add the pool, because everybody likes to have a pool. The pool will make this house just like so perfect. Like a 3-bedroom house, a multi-purpose house. This is also a good starter home, especially now that we can have roommates. I really like the idea of having roommates. I usually, when I do gameplay, just have somebody come live in an extra bed. Just put an extra bed in an extra room and have them come live there. And there you go, some extra money coming in, especially at the beginning. They leave after some time, but it's okay. I'm happy because I don't want them all there. I had this one house I did. Now the house, they have a lot of money. When university came out, and they have like a ton of roommates, a ton. I made a whole basement for them to live in, and the basement looks better than the house because I made the basement after the family started making like tons of money, and then it was just like, well, and then I was collecting rent like crazy. So it's just like it looks like a dorm basement. It's really cool. I don't think that house is on the gallery. Maybe I'll put it on the gallery because it was another house where I didn't just build a house. It was a teeny house, and the person started there with the 20 grand that they give you, and then they moved up little by little. So different parts of the house get added on. The dining room is still extremely small. Things are still kind of small, but then they have add-ons to the house, so it doesn't look extra cool. So here I wanted to do something cool to the roof because I like my roof. So I'm here trying to add or make the roof look cool. Then I say, you know what? Let's just do a green roof on one side and the other roof on the other side. So here we go with our green roof, our eco-friendly roof. Anyway, wow, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Angeline Sims. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with some more home videos. Bye now.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye.